Hello wine people, welcome to Thirsty and Wise, where we simplify wine. This is video number 20 in our series of videos where I answer multiple choice questions on specific wine regions for WSET Level 3 in wine course. In this video I'm going to be answering 40 multiple choice questions specifically on southern France. So this video, with all the videos that are focusing on specific regions, is part of your learning and outcome number 2, of which where you're gonna get 28 questions on your multiple choice part of the exam. So let's go. What is the predominant climate in southern France wine regions? Continental, Mediterranean, Maritime, Alpine. South of France, correct answer is B, warm Mediterranean climate. And also with these questions, the point is not for you to learn this as a fact information. I mean, some of things you need to learn as fact information, but also the main idea is for you to understand why is that fact information relevant. Specifically, how it affects the style, quality, and price of the wine. So when we know, for example, south of France has a warm Mediterranean climate, then we can start associating what are the issues in the vineyard that are associated with a warm, dry climate. What kind of grape varieties are more suited to this kind of climate? What kind of style of wines are produced in this kind of climate? Question number 2, what is the primary challenge for grape growing in southern France? Fungal diseases, persistent frost in winter, drought during the growing season, high altitude conditions. The correct answer is C, drought during the growing season. Which strong winds impact the climate in southern France? Grescal and Estienne, Fon and Bora, Sirocco and Levante, Mistral and Tramontan. The correct answer is D, Mistral and Tramontan. What is the most important black grape variety in southern France? Merlot, Grenache, Pinot Noir, Zinfandel. The correct answer is B, Grenache. Same thing as in southern Rhone. How does Carignan contribute to the red blends in southern France? Adds tropical fruit flavors and high acidity. It softens the blend with floral and fruity aromas. It contributes tannins, acidity, and color, but can lack finesse. It enhances alcohol content and body. The correct answer is C. Carignan is not really the finest grape. It produces wines with high acidity, high tannin, and black fruit. But I tried 100% Carignan and really delicious wines. Reminds me of Cabernet Sauvignon. What grape variety is commonly used for dry wines with aromatic grapey aromas in southern France? Chardonnay, Muscat, Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Blanc. The correct answer is B, Muscat. Muscat is a grape variety that's very floral and actually a grape that produces wines that are described as having a grapey aroma. What distinguishes Picpoul de Pinet wines? High tannins and dark fruit flavors, sweetness and botrytis influence, tropical fruit flavors and low acidity, refreshing high acidity with green fruit and citrus note. The correct answer is D, refreshing high acidity with green fruit and citrus notes. That's Picpoul de Pinet. Picpoul is the grape, Pinet is the area where it's coming from. What is the significance of Pays d'Oc, IGP, in southern France? It only allows traditional grape varieties. It permits a wide range of grape varieties and varietal labeling. It restricts blending of local and international varieties. It focuses exclusively on sparkling wines. We know that this IGP or PGI labeling is appellation that is a much bigger area than PDO, and that the rules and regulations are much more loose, and they allow local grape varieties but also international, not classic traditional grape varieties and winemaking. What type of soil are common in inland foothills of southern France vineyards. Less fertile, well-drained, suitable for high-quality viticulture, fertile alluvial soils, heavy clay soils with poor drainage, volcanic soils with high water retention. So what soil is common? Inland foothills. So more inland on the foothills of the mountains. And the correct answer is A. Less fertile, well-drained, suitable for high-quality viticulture, versus more on the coast area where it's more heavier soils. What role does Syrah play in southern French red blends? Adds tannin structure and black fruit flavors, softens the blend with floral and fruity aromas, enhances acidity and herbal notes, provides light body and low tannins. The correct answer is A. It adds tannin structure and black fruit flavors, same thing as Syrah does also in southern Rhone blends. Which southern French region is considered more rugged, mountainous vineyards than the rest? I mean, this is a question that was taken out from the book as it was written. It's not really that important, but just for you to know the correct answer. So the options are Minervois, Côte de Roussillon, Provence, Corbières. The correct answer is B. Côte de Roussillon is generally considered, that's the appellation closer to Spain, in the corner of France towards Spain, and it's considered a more rugged area than the eastern part of Languedoc. What style of wine is most associated with Provence? Bold reds, pale, delicate and dry rosés, sweet butter-sized wines, sparkling wines with creamy texture. The correct answer is B, pale, delicate and dry rosés. Which sub-region of Languedoc produces premium oaked Chardonnays due to its altitude? Limoux, Picpoul de Pinet, Corbières, Fitou. The correct answer is A. Limoux is famous for its traditional method of sparkling wine based on Chardonnay and also one other grape. What is the typical profile of white wines made from Grenache Blanc? High acidity with green apple flavor, sparkling with tropical fruit aromas, full-bodied with soft peachy fruit and low acidity, crisp and aromatic with floral notes. The correct answer is C. Grenache Blanc produces similar style of wine as the red Grenache. It's lower in acidity with richer, fuller texture and body. So C, full body with soft peachy fruit and lower acidity. What distinguishes Fitou wines? They are all white wines with high acidity. Fitou wines are either full-bodied from the coastal vineyards or lighter from inland areas. They are sparkling wines made from Grenache. They are sweet wines with muscat grapes. The correct answer is B. What you need to know about Fitou, it's very specific. It is one appellation, but it's separated. There's a part of Fitou that is inland, and it's separated from the other part, which is more on the coast. So on the coast, it produces more richer, fuller style of wines because it's a warmer climate, and then inland gets a little bit cooler and can produce a little bit more elegant wines. Which grape variety is used in Bandol to produce full-bodied, age-worthy reds? Mourvèdre, Carignan, Syrah, Cinsault. Correct answer is A, Mourvèdre. What is a hallmark characteristic of Languedoc wines? Simple, unoaked, high-acidity wines, full-bodied reds with spicy red fruit flavors, light-bodied whites with grassy notes, sweet wines with tropical aromas. The correct answer is B, full-bodied reds with spicy red fruit flavors. What is the cooling influence on vineyards in Limoux? Strong sea breezes, the altitude of the vineyards, the influence of Mistral wind, river proximity. I mean, it can be C, but the main factor influencing the climate is altitude. What type of wine is Muscat de Riversaltes known for? Honestly, this is not, I didn't see this information in the book, but anyway, it's here, so we might as well answer it. So sparkling wines with high acidity, fortified sweet wines with aromatic grape aromas, dry wines with citrus and herbal notes, full-bodied reds with tannic structure. So the correct answer is B, fortified sweet wines with aromatic grapey aromas. What is the primary role of Cinsault in southern French rosés? It adds color and tannin, provides light fruity red berry flavors and floral aromas, increases acidity and herbal notes, contributes tropical fruit aromas and high alcohol. The correct answer is B, provides light red berry fruit flavors and floral aromas. I mean, it's not that floral, but provides a light fruity red berry aromas. Grenache is also very much suitable for rosé winemaking because it has a thin skin, and this thin skin doesn't provide a lot of color or tannin to the wine, which is great for rosé winemaking. I missed the question here. Anyway, what is the typical style of wines labeled Pays de Hoc IGP? A light body wine with grassy notes, fortified wines with high sugar content, sparkling wines made exclusively from Muscat, easy drinking varietal wines offering value and consistency. The correct answer is D, easy drinking varietal wines offering value and consistency, value for money. Which southern French region is most famous for producing pale rosés? Minervois, Provence, Corbières, Roussillon. The correct answer is B, Provence. What role does altitude play in Limoux wines? It allows for slower ripening and preserves acidity in both whites and sparkling wines. It enhances tropical fruit flavors in reds. It reduces tannins in red wines. It increases sugar levels in all grape varieties. The correct answer is A. It allows for slower ripening and preserves acidity in both white and sparkling wines. So this is kind of understanding knowledge that you need to have in order to pass level 3 in wines. So it's, you know, I'm sure you're gonna do well with the multiple choice questions, but when it comes to the short written answer questions, it is super important. You cannot pass level 3 without having the understanding of the first part of the book, which we covered in previous videos. What is the primary characteristic of Languedoc reds made from Grenache? High tannin and acidity, sweetness and tropical flavors, full-bodied with red berry and spice flavors, light-bodied and grassy. The correct answer is C, full-bodied with red berry and spiced flavors. Full-bodied because Grenache produces high alcohol wines and with a lot of flavor intensity. What is the significance of Tramontane wind in Roussillon? It reduces fungal disease pressure and cools the vineyards. It increases sugar levels in the grapes. It prevents over-ripening during the harvest. It contributes to the acidity of the wines. I mean, the C can also be a correct answer, but the correct answer is A. It reduces fungal disease pressure and cools down the vineyards. But honestly, C can also be, it's kind of the same answer, just in answering it in a different way, but I would say A. So a cool wind reduces fungal diseases. It reduces the moisture in the vineyard that is causing problem with the fungal disease, and cools the vineyards, which slows down the ripening process. Which local grape variety is commonly used for white wines in southern France? Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc, Grenache Blanc. The correct answer is D, Grenache Blanc. Does mean that these other grapes are not present, especially Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc, but it's just that Grenache Blanc is the most common, more common. What type of soil is common in Roussillon vineyards? Fertile alluvial soils, repeat the question, poor stony soils that provide excellent drainage, heavy clay soils with high water retention, volcanic soils with low acidity. The correct answer is B, poor stony soils that provide excellent drainage. And now you need to connect that, like, why is this important? Why are poor stony soils with excellent drainage, how do they affect the quality and the style of the wine? Well, poor soils produce grapes that are more intense in flavor. Poor soils, and why is this? It's because poor soils focus more on the ripening of the grapes instead of growing the vegetal part of the wine. So they produce lower yields but higher quality. I missed here a question as well. Which appellation in southern France is known for producing wines with high acidity and freshness? Corbières, Picpoul d'Épinay, Minervois, Bandol. The correct answer is B, Picpoul d'Épinay. Which grape variety is essential for rosés in Provence? Syrah, Cabernet, Mourvèdre, Grenache. The correct answer is D, Grenache. What is the primary influence of the Mediterranean climate on southern French wines? High acidity and low alcohol levels, full body wines with ripe flavors due to warm sunny conditions, low yields caused by frost damage, increased sugar levels from high humidity. The correct answer is B, full body wines with ripe fruit flavors due to the warm sunny conditions. What modern winemaking equipment has improved quality in southern France IGP wine? Traditional open vats for fermentation, temperature controlled stainless steel tanks for precise fermentation, concrete tanks for aging wines, oak barrels exclusively for white wines. The correct answer is B, temperature controlled stainless steel tanks for precise fermentation. Now you need to be thinking, how does this precise fermentation controlled temperature tanks, how do they improve the quality of wines, especially white wines? Why is this important? What are grapes primarily used for in Limoux? Mauzac, Cabernet Sauvignon, Grenache Blanc, and Carignan. The correct answer is A, Mauzac. So Mauzac is the grape together with Chardonnay that produces sparkling and still wines in Limoux. What role does Rolle, also called Vermentino in Italy, play in Provence wines? It is used for crisp whites and adds freshness and floral notes to rosés. It contributes high alcohol and tropical fruit flavors for red wines. It is exclusively blended with Grenache for fortified wines. It is used only for sparkling wines in Provence. The correct answer is A. It is used for crisp whites and adds freshness and floral notes to rosé wines. Which region is Macabeo important grape? In which region? Limoux, Corbières, Roussillon, Languedoc. The correct answer is D, Languedoc. What distinguishes the Côte de Roussillon Village appellation from Côte de Roussillon? Village wines come from steeper, higher altitude vineyards with more structured wines. Côte de Roussillon Village wines are always white. Village wines are lighter and simpler than Côte de Roussillon. Village wines are exclusively sparkling. So this Côte de Roussillon Village wine appellation is in a similar sense like the Chianti Classico, which meaning in this sense in Côte de Roussillon Village it's more inland, it's hillier, it's steeper, it's more rugged, and it's focusing on high quality red wines. What is the contribution of claret in Provence rosés? Adds delicate floral aromas and softens wine's acidity, enhances tannic structure, provides high alcohol and tropical flavors, reduces wine's aromatic complexity. The correct answer is A. Adds delicate floral aromas and softens wine's acidity. I'm not sure about this softens wine's acidity because claret is a grape that produces light red wines that have higher acidity, so I'm okay with the first part, but softening the acidity not really. So the idea with claret is to produce light red light red flavors into wine and also adds freshness to the wines. What is the role of Grenache Blanc in southern French white wines? Provides high acidity and herbal flavors, contributes body and soft peachy fruity with low acidity. We already answered this, so the correct answer is B. My apologies, sometimes I have double questions. What makes the soil in Côte de Roussillon village ideal for high quality production? Fertile clay soils for high quality, poor rocky soils that stress the wines and concentrate flavors, alluvial soils with high water retention, volcanic soils that reduce tannins. The correct answer is B. Poor rocky soils that stress the wines and concentrate flavors. Wine people, thanks so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video where we're gonna answer multiple choice questions on Germany. In the meantime, stay thirsty and wise.